Man, what a difference 4 years make. I remember when Trump first was running, Richard Spencer was a huge supporter of Trump. He was the biggest cheerleader for him in the alt right. Now, what a difference 4 years make. Richard Spencer endorses Joe Biden. So he shifts from the right to the left. And of course, Joe Biden, he refused his endorsement. He disavowed his endorsement. So this came out on Syracuse.com, August 25th, 2020. White nationalist Richard Spencer says he's voting for Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden in the 2020 election, 4 years after being a prominent supporter for Donald Trump. I plan to vote for Biden and a straight Democratic ticket. Spencer tweeted on Sunday. It's not based on anything, uh, but he's saying that the liberals are more competent. He's saying liberals are more competent. How about neither one of you are competent? I don't believe the Republicans or the Democrats are competent. But this is what he's saying, that the Democrats are more competent. Biden's campaign swiftly disavowed Spencer's endorsement. When Joe Biden says we are in a battle for the soul of our nation against vile forces of hate who have come crawling out from under rocks, you are the epitome of what he means, wrote Andrew Bates. And of course, what you stand for is absolutely repugnant. Your support is 1,000% unwelcomed here. And this is what he tweeted out on August 23rd, 2020 at 11:37 p.m. Spencer, who popularized the phrase alt-right, famously shouted, "Hail Trump." Yes, he did. I remember that video at the Washington event for the think tank National Policy Institute, drawing Nazi salutes reminiscent of the Heil Hitler. I remember that. Led by Spencer, the group describes itself as an independent organization dedicated to the heritage, identity, and future of people of European descent in the United States and around the world. Spencer was the keynote speaker at the United Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. Y'all remember what happened in Charlottesville? And that was in 2017, where white supremacists, neo Nazis, and Ku Klux Klan members carried tiki torches and shouted what they call anti Semitic phrases like "Jews will not divide us." Yeah, I remember that. Trump said they were very fine people on both sides. Yes, he did, of the Charlottesville rally, which turned violent when a man drove his car into a crowd of counter protesters and killed 32-year-old Heather Heyer. Biden recently slammed Trump on the anniversary of the controversial statement for having the audacity to assign moral equivalence between those spreading hate and those who stood against it. I knew then that we were in a battle for the soul of our nation, and I knew that I couldn't stand by and let Donald Trump destroy the core values of this nation, said Joe Biden. Says Jim Crow Joe. Now, 3 years later, we see even more clearly that everything that has been America is at stake. Newsweek reports that Spencer said earlier this year that he regrets voting for Donald Trump, criticizing the killing of Iranian general. Y'all remember that, Soleimani? Y'all remember that? I did a couple of videos on that. for bringing the United States to the brink of war with Iran. Yeah, I remember how upset Richard Spencer was. I don't know, maybe he thought he was getting sent. You remember they crashed a selective service website? We're going to get drafted. The MAGA alt right moment is over. I made mistakes. Trump is an obvious disaster. This is what Richard Spencer is saying. But mainly, he's talking about the flaws that they made and choosing Trump. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. Oh, he's talking a different story now, ain't he? And it needs to end. So Spencer wrote on Twitter, so be patient. We will have another day in the sun. We need to recover and return to a new form. So he's pretty much denouncing Trump, y'all. Who knew this was going to happen 4 years later? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. They are turning on Trump. Well, I'm not surprised. Trump is trying to reach out to the white suburban women that supported him 4 years ago. And they said he doesn't have that strong of support that he once had, even among the white suburban women. And today I was looking over an article and it was talking about the white elderly population is very divided on voting for Trump. Some of them they want him to have another 4 years, and some, after the handling of coronavirus, among other things, they absolutely said they are not voting for Trump. So it's very divided. It is not even a shoo-in that he's going to get all of the elderly white people that he got the first time. So if nothing else, it really don't make any difference for the black community. Nothing changes whether it's a Democratic president or a Republican, is all the same for us. But it'll be interesting to see which racist gets picked, Jim Crow Joe or Donald Trump. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.